people. So today I'm going to be filming a Empties video for you guys, and if you're not familiar with this video, it's basically products that you've used completely up and if you would repurchase it, or basically a review over the product. And I filled up this whole entire Sephora bag, so if y'all want to see what I used up, then go ahead and keep watching. So the first thing that I see here that I've used up is this Garnier Fructis Pure Clean Normal Hair shampoo. I didn't know if it was shampoo or conditioner, but this is what it looks like. I used a whole completely bottle. I didn't buy this, my boyfriend actually bought it, and I just used what was in the shower, but it's a really good shampoo. It's silicone and paraben free with no dye, but it doesn't say sulfate free, so it's not really good for colored hair, so I don't think I'm gonna be using this anymore. I've just been using my purple hair since I've dyed my hair purple, but yeah, it was a good shampoo while it lasted. Next up, I have 3 of my Clean and Clear Night Relaxing All-in-One Cleansing Wipes. I love these. You've heard me talk about these like in every Empties video, and that's because I keep repurchasing because I go through these like crazy. They don't irritate my skin. My skin's really sensitive with makeup wipes, so I really love these, and they don't sting your skin, and they calm down your skin for the nighttime. Other than that, it removes all my makeup, so I've really been loving those. The next thing I've used up is my Cetaphil Gentle Cleanser, and I really love this cleanser. There's nothing bad really to say about this cleanser. It just removes all your makeup and dirt from your skin and cleans it with no irritation. It's very gentle on your skin, but still leaves your skin feeling really clean. I love this. This is a really good drugstore cleanser if you're looking for one and you're really sensitive. I really love it. Right now I'm using my Shiseido one, as y'all know from my last haul video, but I will go back to this like on days that I don't really want to use that one because it is kind of pricier. I'll use this one, so I really love it. My boyfriend uses it every day, I believe, so yeah, really good cleanser. Next up, I had an empty bottle of this, but I don't know what happened to it, and I'm about to finish this bottle anyway, so thought I would show you guys anyway. And this is my distilled extract witch hazel. So basically it's witch hazel in a container basically, and I use this as my toner actually. So what I'll do is I'll grab some of it and put it on a cotton pad and use it as my toner. I do want to try this new Mario Badescu one, but other than that, if I don't end up liking this, I'll probably just go back to witch hazel because it's been working for me, and it just evens out my skin tone and makes it like gets all the extra makeup that I didn't get off. So I really love using that as my toner. So if you haven't tried this and you're really sensitive, maybe you should try it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Next up, we have this Garnier Fructis Pure Clean Conditioner, and it's basically the same brand as this one, I believe. Yeah, Pure Clean is the line, and I use this to dye my hair the color it is now, to dilute the dye. So I used a whole bottle. It was really good at dyeing my hair. I don't really think it does anything special conditioner wise, which is why I used it on my hair, but other than that, it's pretty normal conditioner, and I like to use it for dyeing my hair, so I probably will repurchase it because it's pretty affordable. So yeah. Next up, I used a deodorant up. This is the Degree Clinical Protection Summer Strength, and I wanted to mention this in my Empties video because I actually wouldn't repurchase this because this is a clinical strength deodorant, so it's more on the higher range price wise, and it still gave me the weird, like, I'm looking for a deodorant that doesn't give me a weird smell after I sweat in it. You know how like sometimes you'll have your deodorant on and you'll smell good for a little bit, but then it'll start mixing with your sweat and make kind of a weird smell. Not exactly smell like BO or anything, but it will just, to me it smells kind of plasticky and weird. So I don't think I would repurchase this because it did the exact same thing and I paid extra money for it, so why would I repurchase it? You know what I'm saying? But it smelled good, and what you do is you twist the top and little like cream comes out. It's not actually a solid. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about that. But I have been using from the same line. This is the line I was using before I switched to this one, and I would use all the other scents and they did the exact same thing. But this is a new scent that came out, and it's Brazilian Rainforest Mist. This is what it looks like, and this actually doesn't give me that weird smell after it mixes with my sweat. It still smells really good, and it's been helping my sweat like any other deodorant would, but what I really love about it is that it doesn't give me a weird smell after mixing with my body fluids. But so yeah, I've really been loving this, so if you're having that kind of problem, try this one out. Oh, next up I have is kind of gross, but it's the Beauty Blender Solid and I use this to clean my beauty blender. But if you do not have a beauty blender, you should still try this out to clean your brushes, because I love it for that. That's actually how I used all of it up, was cleaning my brushes. And it comes with this little rack in the inside. It helps the solid dry up so it doesn't stay moist like all day and kind of like dissolve in there. But other than that, I used the whole thing up. I believe it's around $15, but I think it's so worth it because it doesn't dry out your brushes or beauty blender or crack it or anything like that, and it really removes all that makeup. So I have to get another one of these. Next up for makeup, I used up my Urban Decay Naked Skin. And this is in the shade Light Warm. This was actually a little bit too light for me, but then the color I have now is Light Neutral, and that is kind of matching my skin tone. So what kind of sucks about this concealer is it's either too light or matches your skin tone. But I think I'm gonna go back to this using this shade because it does highlight a little bit more than that one, or I just might stick with that one actually. I don't know. See, it's so difficult to find a color in this concealer, but other than that, it's really good concealer. If you haven't tried it, you need it in your life. It reminds me of MAC Pro Longwear, but way more weightless on your skin, and it just blends beautifully. I always show this to everyone that is looking for a good concealer, and they love it. So that pretty much says what I think about this concealer. I already have another one in my vanity. Next up, I have this little trio, which I showed you guys a long time ago, and it's the Ole Henriksen 3 Little Wonders kit. And I used up the serum, which is the Truth Serum Collagen Booster, the Sheer Transformation little guy. It's probably not even focusing, I'm sorry guys. And the Invigorating Night Treatment. So that's what comes in the little set. And as y'all know, I already have the big size, so I'm not gonna repurchase this mini size unless I'm like running low on money and I ran out. I would get this because it's such a good deal. But other than that, I love this stuff, and I do have a skincare routine coming up. I just haven't filmed it yet because I've been breaking out, and it's not because of my skincare, it's just hormonal issues, if you know what I'm saying. But after my skin clears up, I am going to be filming that for you guys, so don't worry. Next, what I have here is the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown, and I actually am not planning on repurchasing this, even though it's amazing. I heard the NYX one is a dupe for this one, and I really want to try this out, so I'm actually gonna pick that one up. I don't know when. I've been using my dip brow right now because I haven't had money to go get the NYX one, but as soon as I do, I will pick that up. And I think I'm gonna get a lighter shade too, since my hair, actually I might stick with the kind of cool tones now that my hair is cool tone. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, I really want to try the NYX one because I heard it's a really good dupe and it's way more affordable, and I'll get my discount also on it because I work at Ulta, if you don't know. But I'll get my discount plus it's more affordable, so why not go that route? So I am planning on trying that one out. But if for some reason it just doesn't work, I will repurchase my Anastasia Brow Wiz. But other than that, I'm gonna try that one. Ew! Okay, next what I have in here that's like really gross is my Cover FX custom cover drops. And basically what this is, if you haven't heard of it, is drops that you can add to your moisturizer, sunscreen, serum, other foundations to add more coverage or to make it into a tinted moisturizer or BB cream and that kind of nonsense. It's really good for makeup artists if you want to change the color or lighten it up or darken it up. But other than that, I don't think I'm gonna repurchase it because this baby is $44 and I just don't think it's worth the money because you do go through it kind of quick. And I found that once, like as you can see right here, I still have some in there, but once I got down to here, it got all goopy and thick and like started pouring out the top, and it just got really gross. So you didn't even use half the bottle. So I'm really disappointed with that because I spent $44 on this thing and it just got all goopy and gross. Kind of like the Sachet Vite, you know how like it gets that thick grossness after a while? That's what happened to this. So I don't think it was worth the money after all. But like I said, if you're a makeup artist, this would come in handy. It does wear good on the skin. It looks flawless. It's a good product overall, like the way it looks and feels and everything like that, but the money is just not worth it because it gets kind of gross. So yeah, that's what I think about that one. Next up I have, I think this is my Kat Von D Trooper liner, where it's completely wore off. But as y'all know, I love this thing. I use it every single day. I already have a backup of this that I've been using, and then I have another backup because I love this thing. If you really have trouble with doing your winged liner, you need to try this. It makes it so much easier for you guys, and it's only $18. I mean, that's higher than drugstore, but it is kind of on the lower side, higher end wise, you know what I'm saying? But if you haven't tried it, it's really good. The only thing that people don't like about it, and sometimes I don't like about it, is that it's not a matte black. It has kind of a sheen to it, so you could get your black eyeshadow or another liner to go over it and make it matte. But other than that, it makes the perfect wing liner, and it just helps give like really good precision. So if you haven't tried this, go and try it. And yes, I would repurchase. I already have 2, so yeah. Next up, what I have in here is a House of Lashes Sirens case. So I'm guessing I used all this up. I really love these lashes. They're really long and wispy. They remind me of the Wispies by Ardell, but a little bit longer. So if you want to try these out and you like the Ardell ones, you should, because they're really good. And that's all I have to say about that. Next up, we have my Cover FX Mattifying Primer. I use this completely up, and if you don't know, this has acne treatment in it, salicylic acid. So I thought I wasn't gonna like it, and I thought it was gonna be really drying, because I've tried the Makeup Forever matte primer, and that actually was really drying. So I was expecting that from this, but it actually feels really kind of silicone-y and gooey, and it feels really nice on the skin, smooths everything out, and that salicylic acid actually doesn't affect my skin in any way. So I've actually been liking this when I am breaking out, just to go ahead and use this instead, because it's a good primer, and I've really been loving it, obviously, since I used it up. And I might repurchase it. It's just the big one is so expensive, and I really want to try other primers out. But if none of those work out for me, I will repurchase the bigger one, because I really do like this. So that is pretty much everything I used up. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so I can know to keep collecting my trash for you guys. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. I make videos every 3 to 4 days. So after this video, 3 days from now, I'll have a new video, or 4 days from now, I'll have a new video. I really try to keep it every 3 to 4 days. And if it's even longer, I either have a reason why, and I'll explain it to you guys, because I really like to have a schedule for you. And that's pretty much all I have to say. If you have any questions about the products I mentioned, please leave them down below. And until next time, guys, bye.